We had this speaker at an event at a customer's shop, and there was a lady that plays in an orchestra, and she was walking by the room, hadn't looked in there yet, but she heard music coming from the room, and she's like, I can't believe they brought live musicians to this event. And she goes running into the room to find out there's no people actually in this room. It was this loudspeaker, and she's like, I have never heard a loudspeaker that sounded exactly like real musicians. And she was instantly in love. Revel is very well known and revered for our flagship loudspeaker, the Salon 2. It's been around for about a decade.
Now, the old school way was with soft domes, treated cloth, that sort of thing. Not entirely reproducible, and few of them could really make it all the way to the top of our hearing range.
The magic in that speaker really came from the Beryllium Tweeter that was developed from that. Beryllium is a very expensive material to use for a loudspeaker, but it offers a lot of performance characteristics that can't be met with any other materials.
Beryllium is virtually the perfect material because it has very low mass, so it's sensitive, and it has very high stiffness and damping, so it has the widest bandwidth of any material.
But it also has an improved motor structure, so it plays louder with less distortion.
We've got literally the world's leading research people, and in one major experiment that had huge ramifications, we learned that the first reflection on the sidewalls is very, very critically important to our perception of sound.
If you look at the back of this, there's no straight lines anywhere on this. It's completely rounded back enclosure, and that helped acoustically, but it was also visually something that was different than the traditional, six-sided rectangular box that a lot of loudspeakers are.
Our ultimate objective with our loudspeakers is really to get out of the way, whether it's music or whether it's a soundtrack or whether it's a movie, to let that emotion be best experienced by the listener and viewer.
You can hear the resin on the violins, you can hear the musicians moving the bows up and down, you can actually hear the musicians turning the pages. You also can hear the ambience of the concert hall, you are 1959 in Orchestra Hall with Fritz Reiner and the Chicago Symphony. It actually puts you back in time.
What our acoustic engineers have accomplished with this is a real testament to what Harman Luxury Audio is.
I participated in the test, and I actually chose this one so I could hear a difference in the sound quality, and so could the rest of the listeners, and that was basically a way to validate that we've achieved what we set out to do.